Hi, this is Charlie Edwards. Please subscribe to Sporting Icon for the latest boxing news.
Now, I've been aware that I don't talk enough about some of the lower weight classes, and from now on I'm going to start doing the odd one here and there, just to kind of break up some of the boxing news, of course, where I'll just talk about, say, heavyweight for the most part, and goings on with Matchroom, with Frank Warren, with the PBC, Al Heyman, all that kind of thing. So from just once in a while, I want to slip in the odd video like this. And the reason that I'm going to do this one is because for me it's a very, very interesting card. And it's going to happen in Japan. And boxing in Japan, or combat sports as a whole, is absolutely massive. Okay? And it goes under the radar a lot outside of Asia and places like that. So here in Europe and in America, they don't know too much about them. So I want to make a lot of the fighters down there for you guys to be aware of who some of them are. And this particular fight card will happen on Sunday, the 30th of December, and it will happen in Tokyo in Japan. And I like the look of this card because there's some very, very interesting fights on here and some names that may make you go, oh, okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, and of course, if you haven't heard of them before, now you will. Now, on this card, I'm not too sure what the headliner is. Now, BoxRec doesn't usually list who the headliner is for the most part, so I'm not entirely sure. But the 3 fights that's on there, 2 of those are world title fights, and the other one is an interim title fight as well. So the winner of this other one will actually get a world title fight. In fact, we'll start off with the interim one, which is for the interim WBC World Bantamweight title. Takuma Inoue, not to be confused with Naoya, but he will be taking on Tassana Sanpattan, who is 48-0 from Thailand. Now, Inoue is 12-0, and in Japan, he's one of those guys that is very, very popular, along with Naoya Inoue and Ryota Murata and other ones like that. But this lad, he's 12-0 and looking he's looking real good. Very, very skillful. Not the biggest puncher in the world. Out of his 12 wins, he's only 3 or 4 of those have been actually knockouts, or stoppages at least. But the guy that he's going to be taking on, Tassana Sanpattan, is from Thailand, 48-0. Now, a lot of you guys will know the name of Moonsri, and he's currently 51-0. So if he was to retire right now, he would beat Floyd Mayweather's record. So already he's had one more fight than Floyd Mayweather in the pro game and won it. Now, what they do in Thailand is pretty much the same way that they do it in Mexico for the most part, where they get youngsters and they will just push them through, just have this fight within a very, very short period of time. And even though this guy is on 48-0, even over his last couple of fights, he's been taking on some guys at their pro debut. He's been taking on severe journeyman, that kind of thing. So that's why his record is so high at 48-0. But the reason that this fight is so interesting is because this guy, Tassana Sanpattan, is going to be putting on his 48-0 record on the line, which of course he doesn't really want to do. I mean, he would love to beat Floyd Mayweather's record, wouldn't he, surely? But he's going to put that on the line against a guy in Japan, Takuma Inoue, who could well beat him. And Inoue may well be the favourite, especially as it's going to be on Japanese soil as well. And if Inoue is the real deal, that a lot of people believe that he could well be, along with Naoya and Ryota Murata as well, then it's a very, very risky move for Sanpattan. So anyway, that's a very interesting fight. As I said, that will be for the interim WBC World Bantamweight title. And another guy who is also crazy, crazy popular there in Ken Shiro, 14-0. And he will be defending his WBC World Light Flyweight title against Saul Juarez. Saul Juarez is, you could probably argue, journeyman kind of level now. 24 wins, 8 losses. And I'm pretty sure Juarez, he lost to Moonsri as well as once before. I'm pretty sure he did. But Ken Shiro is a guy that a lot of people would love now. Inoue to have fought. Maybe these guys at some point, depending on how the WBSS, the World Boxing Super Series goes, with Inoue goes, maybe these guys can fight at some kind of catch weight. That would be an absolutely mega fight in Japan. But or Kenshiro against Moonsri. again, there's only like a few pound shift here and there, and they could do it. But would Moonsbury want to risk it? I wouldn't have thought so, and to be honest, I wouldn't blame him. Ken Shiro is looking real good. He's 14-0, and he is the WBC World Light Flyweight Champion, and he won this in only his 9th fight. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the lower weight classes and they don't give them much credit, but just because somebody's small doesn't mean they're no good. And Ken Shiro is very, very good. Very good. I like him a lot, hence the reason why I'm looking at this card. Now, according to BoxRec, the top fight, again, I can't confirm if it's the headliner, but it will be Masayuki Ito, and he's 24 wins, 1 loss and 1 defeat. 1 loss and 1 draw, and he'll be going up against a 20-0 Russian in Evgeny Chuprakov. As I said, 20-0, and this will be for the WBO World Featherweight title. So, as you can see, there's 2 world title fights plus a potential mandatory as well. Now, Chuprakov, he's from Russia. He's only 28 years old. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, the 48-0 Thai guy is actually only 24 years old, by the way. So yeah, he started boxing when he was, 16? I'm in the professional game. So anyway, Chuprakov, he's from Russia, 28 years old, and out of his 20 victories, he stopped 10 of his opponents. And you know what, good on him for actually going to Japan to take on this guy, who is of course the WBO World Super Featherweight champion in Masayuki Ito. Now Ito, he's 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, as I already said. Out of his 24 wins, he stopped 12 of those opponents. He's 27 years old, and he's from Tokyo, hence his home city. So very, very risky fight for both of these guys, really. Ito going up against a undefeated Russian as well. He does have home advantage, but sometimes when you're in the ring, there is no real advantage. But this is a fabulous card, absolutely fantastic card, and I understand fully why boxing is booming in Japan. So yeah, fantastic stuff. So I'm just getting that news out there for you all, for those of you who are interested. Of course, I will be slipping the odd one in here and there in between all the other ones. I mean, nothing's changing. I'm just doing a few extra ones here and there. So if you guys like them ones, of course, click on those videos. If you have no interest in the lower weight classes, of course, just don't click on those videos going forward. So anyway, drop your thoughts about this card. Click that thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.